Lefty's ready to go. Hector Ambrose starting to loosen now.
He's going to make that move. Otherwise, why would you have right up? We'll see another left-handed batter all the way down to Hamilton at that point.
Got ourselves a pitching change with 2 outs here in the 7th. The Angels down 5-3. 5-3 to figure out what the call is here.
He's wondering if he can go back to the bullpen right away once the batter is announced. But I was always remembered you have to throw a pitch. You could change batters, but you can't change pitchers. He's got to face the guy. You can almost read Mike Scioscia's lips. He has to face a batter.
Now they're going to make a move. Wait a second. Mike Scioscia's going to come out and argue with Adrian Johnson.
I've never seen that where you bring a pitcher in and before he even throws a pitch, you can make another change.
Yeah, okay. Now they're going to gather up again. How did they not get this right the first time? I wonder what the explanation, because they've agreed, obviously, with Bo Porter, because Hector Ambrose is warming up on the field right now. Ambrose continues warm-up pitches, and now Scioscia is upset.
Yeah, Mike's going to have some serious issues going on right here. Wait, at this point, you can play the game under protest. At this point, if you feel that that's breaking a rule, unless there was an injury to the pitcher, I've never seen that before. Well, what are you saying? He has to face one hitter once you go to the bullpen, because otherwise you would see this all the time. Anytime you bring a left-handed pitcher to face a left-handed batter, you switch to a right-handed batter. You would see this every single game.
And now for the 3rd time, all 4 are going to get together. Are you serious? All we need now is for one of the guys in that rock pile right there to pull out the rule book and rifle through it real quick. No, Rule 3.05B. And this game's under protest, is what I think it is.
I have never seen this even considered.
Nope.
And I'd love to hear the spin that's going on with the umpires right now as they make that allowance for the Astros.
This is very unusual, very perplexing here.
And yet 4 umpires seem to feel that they have found a different scenario here.
Yes.
You just almost hear the umpires right there saying, you know what, Mike Scioscia has a point here. We might have to reverse this thing.
Well, the point is, yeah, they want to make sure they have it right before this game proceeds any further, because he might win on protest. And
yeah, you'd hate that to be the case.
Yeah, if he protests the game, then and he wins, it would have to be replayed from this point on. So that's going to cause all kinds of issues. It does not appear that he was injured in any way. Did you see any?
No, but I'm wondering if Bo Porter somehow tried to pull an injury maneuver right there.
Now.
Myers goes, and Upton swings and lines into right field for a base hit. Myers lost track of the ball, and he's stuck at second base. He's going to try and go to third, and he runs into the shortstop, Ahmed, and now he just stopped in between the bases, and they're going to tag him out.
He was deked at second base. Obstruction. He gets third base. Wow. You know what? You come to the ballpark, you never know what you're going to see. Will Myers was faked out of his britches at second base. They pulled a deke on him. Now, the argument is because when Will passed second base, went to go back, he collided with Ahmed. There's where he's deked. He doesn't know where the ball is. They faked the double play. Touch second. He runs into Ahmed. Obstruction. He gets third base.
Umpire's going to get together and talk it over now. Jim Joyce, the crew chief, made the call. He's going to bring in Greg Gibson and Chad Fairchild and Marvin Hudson, and they're going to have a conversation about this one. After the collision, Myers could have probably scampered back to second, but it was just a weird moment. And he has, at least for now, been awarded third base.
Crack of the bat, and Will Myers doesn't know where the ball is. He's got to pick up Glenn Hoffman, the third base coach. Trips. He still doesn't know. He's going back to first base, touches second base, and there's the contact. And you can see Jim Joyce, he immediately pointed to Ahmed, indicating obstruction.
And that explains why Myers was standing there between second and third. Now, the interesting thing is here,
and it doesn't matter which way the runner's going. If there's contact, obstruction, you get the base. You get the next base.
So even if he's going back to second, they would have given him third. And here's the crazy thing. If they decide that it was an obstruction, they can't call him out because he stopped when Jim Joyce pointed.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Jim Joyce was on it.
So you got to figure, even if they overturn this, if after their conversation they decide it wasn't interference on the base paths, they would just send him back to second. Interesting, long conversation taking place between the umpires. Myers was running on the play. That's how all the craziness started. Upton lined it to right.
That's what infielders will do. They will deke the runners on a situation like that to do just that, have them do just that.
They're going to send it back to second. So I think they're going to overturn the obstruction call here. Moment is at third base, and there's Padre manager waiting patiently.
Is probably bubbling over with excitement to get that opportunity. Odor has that come up about stomach.
It's in his shirt.
And it's stuck in his pants.
So right in his shirt. It took one hop and went right in his shirt.
I thought he got it stuck under his belt. Oh, man, I've never seen that happen.
He used his chest to block the ball, and the ball spun right in his shirt. He went to throw it, and it wasn't there. Now, that's one you don't see every day.
Here comes the 1-2 offer. Off speed and grounded out to second. Tough play for Odor, and can't handle it. The ball disappeared in Odor's jersey, I believe. It did. It found its way in between the buttons up against his midsection. A dead ball ruled by the umpires, and Matt Dominguez is safe at first base.
How does that happen?
The old ball in the jersey trick.
Squad player for most of the first half of the season.
Oh, now on the appeal, they throw this one into the camera well. So they were trying to appeal
they're gonna say
whether or not
it's a run. Big
right.
2 bases.
You get 2 bases when it goes out of play, but they were trying to appeal whether or not Profar touched first base. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's one where any of us could have been the pinch runner and scored on that play.
Yeah, great job by Dustin Fowler. Really cut the bag at third.
Scored from second on an air throw.
Trip Keister wants an explanation. He's not really putting up much of a fight.
Now with the appeal play, when you step off, it is live. So he was appealing that Profar missed first base.
Against Eric Young. They are loaded. To Lowell, who knocks it down, got the out there, but they're going to call the out and say, Lowell, you cannot, I don't think you can let the ball go into your glove and then knock it down like that, Tommy.
If you do, it has to look a little more like you weren't trying to do it.
Yeah, you can let a pop-up drop.
It was a great try, and just shows you the thinking of Mike Lowell. He's trying to knock it down because he knows if he does that, probably gets a double play.
No, he got so much pub on the hidden ball trick. He's just trying to get...
Yeah, the word's out on the trickery of Mike Lowell. So this one's not going to work, but a great effort.
Now Jack is saying, where I'm from, in my day, that's a good play.
And there goes the runner. The pitch is a strike, and they're going to call interference. They're going to send it back. And I wonder whether Manny's bat struck Gerald Laird's glove, and they're going to send Paul back to first.
Let's take a look here also as to where Manny lands. Where his bat follow through. Long follow through. Watch out.
On the helmet.
There it was.
So Paul, who got a good jump and would have had the base stolen, goes back to first. The count is 0-1 to Manny. And fouls it back 0-2. Good fastball by Galarraga. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner doesn't go, and a ground ball to second base. Force, and the throw to first. In time for the double play. So Manny hits into a 4-6-3 double play. Ted Barrett explaining what Jose Mota explained about Manny Ramirez's swing hitting the hat of Gerald Laird.
On the backswing, he's going to go back. He goes back to first.
He wastes no time, and maybe this long swing costs the Dodgers another run.
That was interference.
Catcher's interference. McHenry got absolutely smoked, and he's coming up holding his left hand. That's the second time in a week we've seen catcher's interference favoring a Braves hitter.
One was on Jason Hayward. McHenry, remember earlier tonight, took a foul tip that went up under his mask and got him in the chin. He reaches for this pitch that was inside, and David's fighting it off 3-2. Target was outside, so he had to reach across for it. And that waffled.
with the throwing motion of A.J. Yep. That's why he called. The umpire's interference.